Welcome to my channel Limelight Leaks. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell icon for new updates. In the shimmering world of British royalty, where tradition meets spectacle, a seismic shift is underway. The royal family's once tightly guarded image is cracking under pressure, and at the center of this storm stands Prince Harry, the once beloved, spare prince, now facing the possibility of losing every single royal title he holds. What started as whispers in the corridors of power has erupted into a formal petition by the House of Lords, demanding that Harry be stripped of his royal honors. This unprecedented move signals not only a personal reckoning for Harry and Meghan Markle, but also raises profound questions about the future of monarchy itself in the 21st century. Can a royal truly walk away, build a Hollywood brand, and still claim the privileges of the crown? Or is this the moment the monarchy draws a line in the sand, declaring that loyalty, service, and respect for tradition are not negotiable? The answer could redefine the crown for generations to come, and Prince Harry's fate may well be the spark that changes the course of royal history forever. The British monarchy, an institution steeped in centuries of tradition, ritual, and strict codes of conduct, finds itself at a crossroads never before seen in modern times. This crisis is not merely about a prince's personal decisions. It is about the very essence of what it means to be royal in an era defined by global media, instantaneous communication, and relentless public scrutiny. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to uproot their lives, leaving behind the privileges and responsibilities associated with their titles, has shaken the foundations of this ancient institution. While the monarchy has always evolved, adapting slowly to the changing tides of society, the speed and scale of this controversy have accelerated that transformation. The monarchy is no longer insulated from the public eye or shielded from criticism. Every word, every action is dissected on a global stage. Now the question stands: can the monarchy maintain its relevance and authority when one of its own has publicly rejected its values and expectations? The House of Lords petition is not just a reaction to Harry's behavior. It is a declaration that the monarchy will no longer tolerate divided loyalties or symbolic ties without substance. This petition challenges the very notion that royal titles are mere adornments rather than badges of honor earned through unwavering commitment. There is no denying that the fallout from Prince Harry's dramatic exit from royal life has been one of the most tumultuous episodes in modern monarchy. The New York Post and other outlets have captured a growing sentiment in the UK, especially among the establishment and royal loyalists, that enough is enough. This sentiment crystallized with Harry's recent disastrous BBC interview, aired mere hours after losing a key legal battle to have his UK legal fees funded by taxpayers, which many saw as a final public airing of grievances and a betrayal of royal decorum. That interview, alongside a steady stream of bombshell revelations, from the explosive Oprah interview to intimate Netflix documentaries and a brutally honest memoir, has peeled back the curtain on the royal family in ways no one anticipated. The House of Lords petition to strip Harry of all his remaining titles, including Duke of Sussex and the style of His Royal Highness, is not merely symbolic. It is a clear message from an institution that prides itself on centuries of unbroken tradition. If you choose to leave the royal fold, you forfeit your royal privileges. No exceptions. For years, Harry and Meghan's decision to move to California, pursue independent careers, and openly criticize the monarchy was viewed by some as a brave quest for freedom and privacy. But for many in Britain's upper chambers, it's a reckless abandonment of duty and an unacceptable public airing of family matters. The British monarchy, unlike the celebrity culture Harry now embraces, is built on responsibility, discretion, and unyielding loyalty. Titles are not just honorary. They are earned through service and maintained through allegiance to the institution and its values. To hold on to a title while launching Netflix deals, sharing intimate family secrets, and publicly rebuking the monarchy is viewed as an affront that cannot stand. Moreover, the impact of these revelations has rippled far beyond palace walls. The British public, once largely sympathetic to Harry and Meghan's desire for privacy, has grown increasingly divided. Some admire their courage in speaking out against a traditionally secretive and rigid institution. Others see their actions as self-serving and damaging to the monarchy's reputation. This polarization is mirrored within the royal family itself, where private hurt and public duty collide in painful ways. The palace's official silence has only added fuel to the fire, creating a vacuum filled by speculation and partisan narratives. In this volatile atmosphere, the House of Lords petition emerges as a decisive step to assert control and reaffirm the monarchy's authority. This is not a decision made lightly. The process to strip royal titles involves legal complexities and political debate, underscoring the gravity of the situation. Yet for many insiders, It is a necessary assertion that royal titles carry responsibilities that cannot be abandoned lightly. The monarchy's survival depends on its ability to command respect, uphold dignity, and embody the values it represents. If those who hold titles can walk away with perks intact while publicly criticizing the institution, the very foundation of royalty risks crumbling. The Lord's move is a warning shot, a call for accountability in a world where public image and private conduct are inextricably linked. Behind the scenes, the palace's silence on these controversies has only intensified speculation and frustration. The royal family's measured public response contrasts starkly with the torrent of personal revelations flooding media channels worldwide. The establishment's boiling anger found a first concrete expression in the House of Lords petition, signaling that Harry's departure is more than a personal choice. It's a political and constitutional crisis. Removing a royal title is no simple task. It involves legal scrutiny, parliamentary debates, and votes. Yet this petition embodies a broader movement demanding accountability and redefinition of royal roles in a world that no longer accepts entitlement without service. Royal insiders have long warned this day would come. They saw the Oprah interviews, seismic impact, the Netflix series pouring gasoline on the fire, and Harry's memoir turning private conflicts public as stepping stones toward this confrontation. The palace's guarded silence has slowly morphed into strategic action, and the Lord's petition is the opening salvo in what promises to be a historic showdown. Critics of the petition argue that Harry, as the king's son, cannot simply be erased from history. But this isn't about erasure. It's about boundaries, separating Harry the private citizen, free to live and speak as he wishes, from Harry the royal, who bears obligations and must embody the monarchy's dignity. In an era where monarchies across Europe are slimming down, their institutions, paring bloated titles and privileges, the British Crown is sending a clear message. The days of unlimited royal entitlement are over. The ripple effect of this standoff extends far beyond Britain's borders. Monarchies across Europe have been grappling with their own relevance in the modern era, often reducing the size of their royal families and revising the privileges once accorded to royalty. The British monarchy, one of the oldest and most iconic, finds itself under intense pressure to follow suit. The spectacle surrounding Harry and Meghan has cast a spotlight on the challenges monarchies face in balancing tradition with contemporary values like transparency, equality, and individual freedom. This petition thus signals a pivotal moment, not just for Britain, but for monarchies worldwide, underscoring the demand for royals to demonstrate genuine service and responsibility rather than mere status. The institution's insistence on this principle highlights a broader societal shift. Public figures, especially those holding symbolic roles, must be accountable in ways previously unimagined. Prince Harry's saga exemplifies the tension between personal autonomy and inherited duty. The establishment's response, assertive, formal, and potentially final, marks a new chapter in royal history where titles are privileges to be earned and defended, not entitlements to be taken for granted. As the world watches this unfolding drama, it is clear that the British monarchy is signaling an era of tougher standards and clearer expectations for those who wear the crown. Meghan Markle's role in this saga cannot be overlooked. Though she is not named in the petition, the Sussex brand she helped forge, centered on disruption, truth-telling, and challenging the status quo, has deeply influenced the royal family's current crisis. Neither villain nor saint, Meghan represents the collision of centuries-old monarchy with the demands of 21st-century media, race, and power dynamics. Her boldness and unwillingness to conform to the palace's stiff upper lip culture was revolutionary, but also polarizing. Harry, once the charming soldier prince and humanitarian, has transformed into a figure determined to break free from royal constraints, regardless of the cost. But this rebellion has come with consequences: strained family ties, public controversy, and a royal brand suffering unprecedented damage. Their media strategy, signing lucrative deals, sharing intimate stories, and crafting a narrative of misunderstood rebels fighting an outdated institution, has divided the public and deepened royal fractures. The Oprah interview, with its serious allegations of racism and neglect within the palace, didn't heal wounds. It tore them open further. The Netflix documentaries and Harry's memoir compounded the turmoil, revealing painful family fights, therapy sessions, and resentments that have shattered the traditional image of the royal family. Throughout it all, Meghan stood by Harry's side, becoming both a shield and a lightning rod. Accusations of manipulation and misjudgment have flown, but so too have defenses of empowerment and finding voice. What's undeniable is the lasting, damage to public trust and family unity, and now the very real possibility that Harry may lose every title he still holds. Once adored for his charm and service, Harry's choices have chipped away at his royal dignity, leaving the establishment weary and ready to act. This saga also highlights deeper questions about race, media, and power in the royal family's story. Meghan, as a biracial American woman entering one of the world's most traditional institutions, brought with her new challenges and conversations about inclusivity and prejudice. Allegations of racism and the palace's failure to protect her and her son Archie have shaken public confidence and ignited intense debate on social media and beyond. The couple's struggles underscore how the monarchy must evolve or risk alienating younger, more diverse generations. At the same time, the relentless media scrutiny, fueled by tabloids and royal watchers, has compounded their difficulties. Meghan and Harry's attempts to carve out an independent life are constantly shadowed by paparazzi and public opinion, creating a cycle of conflict and exposure. This tension between personal freedom and public expectation is at the heart of their story, and at the heart of why the House of Lords petition feels so momentous. It is not merely a punishment for past actions, but a signal that the monarchy demands clear boundaries and mutual respect. For Harry, the stakes could not be higher. His titles, his place in royal history, and his family legacy all hang in the balance. The House of Lords petition isn't revenge. It is a reckoning. The monarchy sees a man who abandoned his responsibilities, criticized the institution publicly, and yet expected to retain its symbols and privileges. For Harry and Meghan, the narrative remains that they were pushed out, protecting their family from an unforgiving system. But protection rarely looks like public betrayal, and freedom rarely arrives with cameras and production credits. This moment goes beyond a family scandal. It's a defining crossroads for monarchy itself. Can a royal claim status while openly attacking the monarchy? Can they walk away from duty yet still wear its uniform? The clear answer coming from Britain's most powerful corridors is no. For Prince Harry, this may mean letting go of the last vestiges of royal identity and privilege he clings to. The bridge to his past is rapidly collapsing, and the future remains uncharted. But one truth stands out. The institution he left is firmly closing the door behind him, this time with no intention of reopening it. This is not just a personal story, it's a historic moment that may reshape monarchy's role in the modern world, demanding loyalty, accountability, and an end to entitlement without service. The world is watching as the House of Lords takes its gloves off, the titles hang in the balance, and Prince Harry finds himself at the heart of a storm that transcends family drama. This is a battle for the very soul of royalty itself.